Leo, how are you this evening? My name is Sherilyn, and I'm here to do your weekly bonus reading, or actually weekend bonus reading. Anyways, this one's going to be for April 6th, 7th, and 8th. That would be Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. We'll do it like we always do. I'll call out all 12 signs. When I call out a sign, whoever comes to your mind first, that's who we're talking about. I'll pull 2 cards for each of the 12 signs. It's just to give you some sort of an overview as to the current dynamic between you and the person that came to your mind when I called out the sign. At the bottom, we'll pull 2 cards each for Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. That's the 6th, 7th, and 8th of April, to give you some insight as to what could possibly be coming towards you this weekend, hopefully to make it easier for you to navigate your way through the weekend. Okay? That's the deal there. All right, let's see. This one's going to be for my Leos, Leos, Leos. Okay. I forgot to turn that on, so we'll just have to go with it this way. Okay, here we go. From the top, if you're a Leo currently dealing with an Aries, I have Judgment and the 10 of Pentacles. So this Aries is viewing you, Leo, as somebody who at one time definitely looked like you were the road to their 10 of Pentacles. Judgment is being called in the situation between the two of you. I don't really feel clear on who's calling judgment on who, though. Maybe that's because there's a split. Some of you it's one way, some the other. I'm not sure. It does look like this is a situation that has definitely hit a skid, hit a speed bump at the very least. If you are a Leo dealing with a Taurus, I have the Queen of Pentacles and the 6 of Cups. So this Taurus views you as somebody who's presenting as the Queen of Pentacles. So they feel like male or female doesn't make any difference, but you're presenting right now, as far as they're concerned, in your feminine. They see you as somebody they have a ton of history with. They also see you as somebody who's a big picture person, very abundant, very nurturing. Definitely there's a sense of home here between the two of you, okay? If you are a Leo dealing with a Gemini, I have Temperance and the 8 of Cups. This Gemini is viewing you as somebody who's been incredibly patient with them, it looks like. And now it appears from these 2 cards that you've now decided to walk away. This could be vice versa, I guess. It's possible they've been patient with you and they've decided to walk away. At any rate, there's something here in this dynamic. Somebody is walking out of it. Somebody who exhibited an exorbitant amount of patience towards the other, and it just didn't come together the way they wanted. If you are a Leo dealing with a Cancer, I have the Devil and the Strength card. So this Cancer is seeing you as somebody, for some reason, that is somehow tied to the devil. Whether that be an addiction or an obsession or just an incredible sense of insecurity. Whatever the issue is here, they believe that you have the strength to battle against it, but for some reason you're not, is how they see it. All right, if you are a Leo dealing with another Leo, or possibly trying to talk to yourself, right, we have the 7 of Wands and the 9 of Swords. Wow. So you're telling yourself that even though you're up in your head, you have to stay defensive. Stay the course, you know what I'm saying? You're being very defensive towards something, and I think you're trying to tell yourself to continue to do that. It's not safe to let your guard down. All right. If you're a Leo dealing with a Virgo, I have the 3 of Cups and the Ace of Wands. You have some kind of this Virgo sees you as somebody who's constantly coming up with great ideas. You have great ideas, I don't know, great ideas for the future. They feel like some of your ideas could really nurture, if nurtured, could really come to fruition. They could really turn into something. It almost feels to me like this Virgo is trying to ride your coattails because you have the great ideas, you know what I'm saying? They're willing to put the work in with you. It's not like that, but I mean, they're amazed by the things you come up with. You're very forward thinking as far as they're concerned. If you are a Leo dealing with a Libra, I have the Tower and the 9 of Cups. So at one time, you and this Libra definitely, you were each other's wish fulfillment, it looks like, but at this point, it seems something has come unraveled here. It seems like this is something where somebody's looking backwards at how much this one spent, but right now it looks like this has hit hard times, I think. If you are a Leo dealing with a Scorpio, I have the Queen of Wands and the Five of Cups. Wow. You've had a rough patch here, Leo. It looks like with the Scorpio, it looks like they view you as the Queen of Wands. You see what you want and you go get it. But with the Five of Cups here right now, they're saying that you are filled with a sense of loss and regret when it comes to whatever the situation is between the two of you. If you are a Leo dealing with a Sagittarius, I have the Two of Swords and the Knight of Pentacles. This Sagittarius is viewing you as somebody who definitely needs to make a decision, but you're not. You're stalling for some reason. If you are a Leo dealing with a Capricorn, yep, I've got the Knight of Swords and the Page of Cups. So this Capricorn sees you as somebody who desperately wants to ride in like the knight in shining armor. Right now you're on a quest for some sort of clarity, though. You're looking for the truth about something. Wait a minute, I had that wrong. You're looking for the truth about something over an apology. Capricorn is seeing you as somebody who's trying to bring forward an apology, and they're trying to find the truth in the matter. Meaning they think you're coming forward with some sort of half-truth, or you're only giving them half the story. If you are a Leo dealing with an Aquarius, I have the Justice card and the Four of Pentacles. This Aquarius sees you as somebody who is desperately holding on to something from the past rather than letting justice play out. You're holding back justice for some reason. I think because when justice plays out, you're going to have to let something go that you don't want to let go, possibly. Possibly the Aquarius, I guess. If you are a Leo dealing with the Pisces, I have the Eight of Swords and the Seven of Swords. So you are all up in your head as far as this Pisces is concerned. You're all up in your head over something that it seems maybe they took from you. You just can't get over it. It's just not going away. Whatever happened between the two of you is really feels like it was the straw that broke the camel's back. Whatever it was that happened between the two of you this time, because this feels like something that has a lot of history to it. Okay. All right. What do we get for Friday? I've got the Two of Cups and the Ten of Wands. There's some sort of a relationship, a romantic relationship. It looks like that has gone from being something that gave you strength and held you together to something that is just a heavy burden. It's bringing you down. Saturday, I have the King of Wands and the Wheel of Fortune. It's time for you to put down the burden. It's what's happening here. As soon as you put down this burdensome relationship that's keeping you tied back, you will let the Wheel of Fortune begin to spin in your favor, it looks like. For Saturday. Sunday, I have the King of Pentacles and the Chariot. By Sunday, you are definitely, I believe, laying this burden down so that you can head into forward motion and victory. With the King of Pentacles, that puts you back into not only your masculine, but also boss energy. Something that you have possibly given up here lately because of a lot of drama, it looks like, Leo. Looks like things have been kind of dramatic for you here lately. There you go. That is what I have for this week. No matter what the cards say, you go out and make it the best possible week with everybody you meet, right? That's kind of like your job in life. But you can't possibly have had this many relationships going at once, I don't think. At least I don't think so for most of you. So this feels like you're in some kind of a melancholy, looking into your past type situation right now. So something's got you triggered and you're reliving some of your old hurts, it looks like to me. But that's okay. Sometimes you have to do that so you can finally put them to rest for good, right? Maybe that's what you're accomplishing here. All right, Leo, that's what I got. I will be back on Sunday with the weeklies. That's what I'll do, okay? Other than that, I'm here every morning with these daily energy check-ins if you want to check them out, or if you need a private reading, send me a message and I will get you the details, okay? Thanks for everything, you guys. Have a good day.